How to choose the color for your painting. Look for the local color. What is the local color here? Pink, right? After you understand what the local color is or what you want the local color to be, you go onto your color wheel. And pink is just like some diluted red in watercolor or some red with some white in oils and acrylics. You're here. So pull out some pink from your color palette. This is basically your pink now. Is this pink as intense as this pink? That's the question you should be asking yourself. In watercolors, you can wait for the color to dry off so you get a clear idea after the color shift happens. See where your pink is at. So if the color is weaker, add more pink until you get the mid-tone that you want to match. Now there is one choice you need to make. What color do you want to give the highlights? If you want to give them any colors, you can leave them white obviously, but I recommend either, for my style, warm highlights or cool highlights. If your highlights are yellow, you're going to be reaching for the cooler tones for the shadows and vice versa. So if you do blue highlights, then you go for warmer colors when you paint the shadow. I'll go for cool highlights, and so after that you want to take note of the highlights you want to lay down. A very thin layer of blue will go a long way. Blue is a very intense color. Just use it sparingly. It just needs to tint the paper without overpowering the highlight. So now we want to be looking for these more intense parts of the donut. We said we're gonna go for warm shadows. And here is when I go reach for my yellow ochre and again my pearl red. So these are going to be my accents. I don't want to keep them a block of color. I want them to be dynamic. So sometimes they can be a little bit more leaning toward the red, sometimes more yellowish. So I want to play with it. If I want them to be a bit more strong orange, I will introduce a touch of lemon yellow. This one will instantly brighten up my warm shadows. Burnt sienna. This color here, mix it with red. Boom. So you see, because you always need to ask yourself, what color are you looking at? You just assume that everything is pink. But when pink gets a little warm, like here, this is actually orange. It's not pink anymore. At the end, we go look for the darkest darks. Here is when I introduce to this mix a touch of neutral tint. And it turns like into something similar to what you're seeing here. I want it warmer, so one is still vibrant. I want it dark, a vibrant dark tone, so this will do for me. And that's it. That's explained how I am going about my colors.